What's going on, everybody? This is the Blockchain Backer, bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. Today, we're taking a look at the Ripple XRP price chart, but we'll also be peeking around the rest of the market because Ethereum has been setting a new all-time high. I want to discuss that. Before we do, I want to mention from today's video sponsor, Unstoppable Domains, that you can now natively browse .crypto websites on all Opera browsers, including iOS, Android, and desktop. So the decentralized web is more accessible than ever with Web 3. And what does that mean? It means you can now use Opera browser to view .crypto domains. I saw that Brad Cam was on the Anthony Pompliano show this morning. Congrats to them. If you have no idea what Unstoppable Domains is, it's not just some little sponsorship for the Blockchain Backer channel. This is a big deal because it's moving beyond just being the ability to send whatever crypto assets you want to your domain. Now it's getting to the point where we're able to build decentralized websites and have them viewable in more web browsers. And I'm certain more will be down the pipeline, but this is a big step forward to not require any type of plugin to view a decentralized website now that it is available over there on Opera. So one step closer for the Unstoppable Domains on the .crypto domains. They are still running their premium domain NFT sale right now over there on Unstoppable Domains. And there is an affiliate link to Unstoppable Domains in the description of this video. But back to the charts. As for XRP, if you caught yesterday's video, we were talking about how it seems likely we're just kind of going into a consolidation period in here. And for me, the area I'm looking for next is really kind of a pullback into here. We dissected into these kinds of structures where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by a bounce and a smaller bounce, and then your capitulation moment, and how even in our last cycle at this time period within the 2017 bull run, what we saw was more further consolidation back down into here before starting to move our way up. So that's kind of where I'm at for the rest of the week, that it's probably going to be consolidation and sideways time period for the XRP price chart, but that is normal. I know a lot of times we get caught up into a ton of excitement after huge runs up like this, and then, emotions just start to deteriorate the longer things go sideways, and it's just kind of an impatience thing. And then what happens is if other aspects of the market start taking off, then the emotions really start running hot. But in the end, it's just about patience right now and expectations that we are in a consolidation period for the XRP price chart. Of course, I'll take being surprised any day of the week and having it pop to the upside. But for me right now, the thing that seems the most likely to me is further consolidation, likely going through the week and potentially through the weekend. However, there is something I do want to talk about over here on the Ethereum chart. And while if you don't own any Ethereum, or if you're just tuning in because you want to know about XRP, or maybe you're here for Bitcoin, or whatever you're here for, it's important for me to always look throughout the entire market to see what's going on. And Ethereum's getting to a really interesting price level. What's amazing is most recently, a month ago, I put out a video titled, Exit Plan for Altcoins. It's the only video I have that has over 100,000 views. But considering that it has over 100,000 views, a lot of people had the opportunity to kind of really see where my mind is at and how I'm working a lot of my exit plan and what I'm doing. One of the things I keep referring back to is the rally prior to Bitcoin capitulating back in 2018 as a reference point for a lot of where my initial exits will take place, so long as Bitcoin doesn't crash and I have to pull the trigger a little bit early. But the thing about Ethereum is when we look at its price rise and where it's at in relation to that exact moment, right back down in here, we could see all these reactions taking place in Ethereum and how close it is actually getting to that moment. While a lot of assets are still pretty far away from that moment, such as Zcash and EOS, Bitcoin Cash, and Dash, Ethereum Classic kind of pulled a surprise, right? And the first one to get right back up to that all-time high. But Ethereum has really been the leader in the altcoin market. And it's going to be really interesting for me to see what happens to Ethereum as it gets into these price levels. I applied that same strategy to Cardano when it did that, when it, using that rally prior to the capitulation to see that Cardano did get stopped there back in February. Here we are, we're only 2 days away from May. It still hasn't been able to get out of there. Will it? Maybe. I still hold 35% of my Cardano just in case it does, but Ethereum does appear to be just moments away from reaching that particular price level, and we do see these reactions happening here within these Fibonacci retracement or Fibonacci extension levels. So while we don't talk about Ethereum tremendously on this channel, I thought I would show that to you. Kind of a follow-up to explain the thing and the thought process that goes through my mind in relation to this video. But in the end, the reason I bring that up is because, well, it's getting near the target, right? It's time for me to execute the things I need to execute. And as XRP is starting to pull back right here, there's lots and lots of discussions on how high is the price of XRP going to go. In the end, no one does know. I don't even know. The only way we'll know is once it actually happens. But what we're all trying to do is make the absolute best educated guess that we can. And the way we do that is by using historical data based on how the markets have behaved previously and what reactions are we seeing currently that validate those justifications, like I've been showing you over there on the Cardano price chart, right? Reacting where the expectations of reactions would occur. Will Ethereum react where, the expectations are at? But the thing that I do know about being in previous bull runs is that as the prices rise, the price targets rise with them. While we're in the bear market and XRP's price was 15 cents, 20 cents, 25 cents, it was thought to be ludicrous that the price would be predicted to go to $10 to $13. Right now, if you look everywhere, you'll see that many people are calling for significantly higher and believe that 10 to 13 is on the low end now. That is psychological biasness. Again, I have no way to say with certainty that the price will top out at 10 to 13. My best guess, somewhere in the 11s. That's my best guess that I could give, but still not a guarantee. But the thing that you'll find is that the higher the price target, the more attention it will get. The more attention, the more herd behavior, and the more lured in retail investors get. Like I mentioned, right back in the bear market, people said, why would anybody ever pay $10 to $13 for an XRP? And I always said it's very simple. It's because they'll think the price is going to go higher. That was literally my justification for why. And it's the only reason people will. Why would you pay $10 to $13 for an XRP? And it's because you have to believe it's going to go to $100 to $300 to $400 to $500, $589. If you believe that it's going to go to those significantly higher prices, then buying it for $10 sounds like a bargain. Mix in some type of narrative occurring at the exact same time, such as SEC lawsuit dropped, United States Treasury, in coordination with the President of the United States and the Federal Reserve, have declared XRP the standard and it will be the reserve asset. Mix in all of that right there at the $10 price level. What will happen? Are you going to be selling at 10 or are you going to be holding? So what will happen is a lot of emotions will change in this market. In the end, I just stick exactly to what my plan is. When I get to my price targets, I let go of 65%. If the prices are going to surge significantly higher, I'll ride 35% off into the sunset. If it goes crashing down into the ground, well, that's why I pulled the 65% out. I was okay with 35% crashing into the ground. So I get lots of messages now. I get lots of stuff right now. Please validate. Please explain why $10 to $13. Just because the excitement changes, just because the prices move up a little bit, and because a lot of people are now making videos predicting significantly higher numbers doesn't change what I think. It will still stay the same. I think what has to happen is a lot of people have to ask within themselves, is it that the size of your holdings, the amount of XRP you own, does not reach the financial targets you have for your life at 10 to 13, right? But those targets, those financial goals you have get reached if the price goes to 100. So do you have biasness, and are you openly searching for information for people to validate that $100 is going to happen? You know what I mean? So to each their own. As Ethereum reaches its price target, it is going to be time for me to be letting go of the complete 65% of my Ethereum. So we're getting to that target. We'll see if that's where the big reaction comes in. You can hold off on your comments by saying Ethereum's going to go all the way to 5,000. I can run the math. I can figure out what those percentages are myself. But why is it important to see this happening with Ethereum? And it's because this market is such a rotation market. While the market caps do rise, at the same time, there is huge rotation, and we know that a significant amount of the altcoin market cap is tied up here in Ethereum. And so as it's reaching out to this incredible price level, this rally prior to capitulation target, what's going to happen with a lot of that money that's tied up there in Ethereum, as a lot of these other coins are still waiting for their turns to go? Is this going to be where we see the money really drain out of Ethereum, or is Ethereum going to completely plow through it? We're going to find out together, but it's definitely reaching my 65% complete exit here. And so as we wait for the XRP price chart to kind of get ready for its next move and do some consolidation, my expectations are still that we pull back down to that $1.15 to $1.20 price area while we're kind of watching what's happening over there with Ethereum. And are we about to see this massive rotation out of Ethereum into a lot of the other altcoins? Ethereum controls over $300 billion of the $1 trillion market cap of the altcoin market. If the top of Ethereum is about to come in and this money is about to rotate into the rest of the market, we could see some wild times ahead. And so if you're huge on Ethereum, don't take this as me being a downer on Ethereum. This was, recorded back in August of 2020 when Ethereum was about $407. What my exit plan would look like for Ethereum if the market would play out the way I would hope it to. And sure enough, the the price expectation for me was to get up near that $3,000 price level for Ethereum using this exact strategy. And that's when Ethereum was way back down in here. And as we can see, as it has grinded its way up, we can see the reactions happening in here as we're approaching that level. So this is not something of me just kind of coming up with it on a whim. This was planned out here way back in August of last year. But I think the big question of it is going to be what's going to happen with all that money if it does come out of Ethereum. And we're just going to have to wait and find out and see how that plays out. So as for today, or as for what's going on in the market, I think really the only exciting thing happening in the market right now is what's happening with Ethereum. I'm still under the expectation that we're probably under further consolidation for XRP and several other assets. So I'm just going to be patient throughout this market right now as we wait on it. But like I showed in yesterday's video, this does show signs of that the bottom is already in, and in the previous corrections that pulling back into these price levels right in here, about $1.15 to $1.20 is completely normal. And we'll see if we can find some support in there and then just kind of slowly work our way back up, heading on to the bigger breakout. Of course, at the same time, we do have to be mindful of the big breakout zone that happened right here that held us down since May of 2018. So this is nearly a 3-year hold down that has to always be kept in the back of my mind at all times. Even though structurally this does look great, still that has to stay there. I haven't really had a chance to cover a lot of things that I've been sharing over here on Twitter this week because it's been just kind of a busy week, but there's been a lot going on here. If you're not following me on Twitter at BC Backer, you can see that Brad Garlinghouse did go on to Fox Business within the last day. Someone did take me to the Caribbean, and if only I could be there right now, but that was pretty cool. Of course, there's been a lot of drama over there with Elon Musk in regards to Tesla selling some of their Bitcoin. So Tesla did sell off 10% of their Bitcoin. Elon Musk says that Tesla sold 10% of its holdings essentially to prove liquidity of Bitcoin as an alternative to holding cash on a balance sheet. I'm not sure that I fully understand that. Maybe that'll get explained better, but it sounds like, they sold it for a profit. It makes a lot more sense that they made a profit on their Bitcoin than proving liquidity, but maybe that'll be explained further at some point. And over the weekend, I did post this chart over here. It says, like many, I'm on the hunt for the bottom. Fear and greed index is at 37 in fear, the most fear in several months, which is one thing we look for. I'm not certain that this is what we're doing, but I'm actively searching for the signs and it looks plausible. Posting a chart over here of the total altcoin market cap showing it doing an ABC correction with a standard 786 Fibonacci retracement level, both of equal distance waves. I showed a zigzag correction on here showing what it looks like in a bull market with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. You can clearly see the ABC right back in here to a perfect fib retrace. So this was the total altcoin market cap. And well, as we can see, the total altcoin market cap has now pulled back up above that 786 retracement level. So we are pulling back up. Still, it does show that further consolidation is in the cards, but that is a good sign to see that over there on the total altcoin market cap by pulling back up and then getting back above the height of that B wave. So definitely give me a follow over here on Twitter at BC Backer if you're not already. The Unstoppable Domains premium NFT sale is still going on. There is a link in the description of this video to Unstoppable Domains. And well, that will wrap it up for the midweek. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like, you can check out my website over here. This is bcbacker.com. This is my course where I deep dive into the previous Bitcoin bull runs and the different altcoin market cycles, tying them all together, talking about my exit plans that I've outlined from mid last year, talk about forecasting, rebalancing, mathematics, setting up charts and trading view with tools and indicators, all kinds of good stuff in here, Fibonacci retracements. And you can check out my course over here at bcbacker.com. And otherwise, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my channel. If you could, please like this video and give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you could be notified of when I create new content and when I go live. As always, this is not investment advice and I am not a financial advisor. But if you ever need a pick-me-up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. Have a good one.